going to read the names, and I'm honored to introduce this person. He is truly a superhero and does the work that he does in the community, man. I want to introduce Tim Sheehan.
Good evening. A few words from our collective partners before we lead into the reading of the names. We join together this evening in honor of the lives of our homeless brothers and sisters that we have lost over the past year. Looking at the list, they are friends, family, peers, neighbors, folks we've helped along their journey, and folks that have helped us along ours. While we mourn those that we've lost to homelessness, we want to acknowledge those here tonight who have committed themselves to ending the cycle of homelessness for those on the street. We want to acknowledge our homeless outreach teams who work tirelessly 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year to help our most vulnerable citizens by offering them resources and opportunities to come inside. We also want to acknowledge all of the shelters, safe havens, Journey of Hope programs, recovery houses, respites, cafes, drop-in centers, church, ministry, and faith-based missions, shelters that offer folks an opportunity to come inside and giving them a chance to begin a life off the street marked by recovery, health, safety, and wellness. So on this, the first day of winter and the longest night of the year, we remember those we've lost to homelessness. We are reminded of those who are still out there. And we reaffirm our commitment to ending homelessness in Philadelphia because, as we know, we still have a lot of work to do. With that, we transition to the reading of the names. If you will repeat after me, we remember. We remember. Aaron M. Adamchick. I'm sorry, we'll do the we remember after each reader. Sorry. J.A. M.A. S.A. Tania Michelle Allen. Denny Bojack P. Allen. Robert Allison Jr. A.A. Catherine Kathy Anastasi. Warren Anderson. Sherman Andrews. C.A. George Applin. A.A. J. Arts. Christina Oriema. Ricardo Aviles. William R. Bear Jr. Rebecca L. Baker. R.B. David Anthony Barr, Sr. Joel Fred Barringer. Brandon T. Beatty. Eric A. Belfiore. Kenneth Bell. Jared T. Bell. Breland A. Bell McPhee. Calvin TikTok Bennett. Michael Bloodworth. Kathy Louise Blue. Richard Bogue. Robert Bove. Roger Thomas Boyce Jr. Dan Brady. Mary Brogan. M.B. If you'll say it with me now, please. We remember.
Not the right time to come.
Jay Brooks. Gregory Lee Brown. Augustus Gus Brown, Jerome Brown, Charlotta Brown, Harrison Brown, Ashley Brown, Theodore Jeffrey Brown Jr., Robert Boutin, Kevin Ballard, R.B., Robert Bob Burge, Kodaya Naya Burton, M.B., Edward Butler, Carlos Campbell, Alexander Cannon, Lisa Marie Canterbury, Jason Carroll, Terry Ann Carson, Renee Nicole Cassidy, M.C., George Chandler, A.C., Gerald Clark, Donna Clark, Monica Ann Clark, Avis Clark, Dennis Cohen, S.C., Francis Coley, Keith Combs, Sharon Connolly, Christopher Connolly, D.C., and Carmen Cook. Say it with me. We remember.
Michelle Lynn Cooper, J.C., Reginald L. Cotton, Michael Cotton, Joy Council, Troy F. Cross, Gary Crowley, A.C., Roberto Cruz, Orlando Cummings, Darrell Curtis, Shannon Daniels, Stephen Davenport, Ronald Joseph Davis, S.D., Thomas Richard Davis III, Eddie Davis Sr., Tori Ann Duluth Nicollet, John Schuyler DeRusso, A.D., Logan Renee Magenta, J.D., Troy Dixon, Alberta Miss Alberta Dixon, C.D., J.D., Michael Downs, Jody Drab, Christopher W. Drescher, Linda Gunn, Kevin Michael Dwyer, Jerry Levy Easley Jr., Pierre Edwards, C.E., Tara Selena Island, Bryce Stewart, Gabriel Ellaby, Derek English, and altogether, we remember. A.E., Kevin Etheridge, Donovan Evans, Ronald Q. Evans Jr., Terrence P. Farley, Doug Farrell, Jose Fagles, J.F., Juan Feliciano, F.F., Eric Fitzhugh, Damian J. Fitzpatrick, Joy Fitzpatrick, F.F., Theodore Flowers, Samuel Fordham, Winston Forrester, Connie Franks, Jamila Fraser, Lisa Vandura Fullen, Gregory Galloway, John Goggins, Lauren Janello, David Geyer, Keith C. Gibbons, Phaedra Gibbs, D.G., Nancy Goins, R.G., David Goldberg, Darlene Bernadette Golden, Carlos Gomez, September Gonzalez, F.G., Donna Maria Gooden, David Goodman, Joaquin Graham, Randy Green. Say it with me. We remember.
L.J. Maurice Duval Green, Benjamin Green III, M.J. Anthony Grimes, Richard Podolsky, Jessica Megan Gutierrez, Christopher Gunkel, Jonathan Tyler Haynes, Jonesy Hampton, Tavarius Hammond, Clarissa Harold, Sean Harris, Larry Hawkins, Scott John Healy, Paul John Heath, Dasood F. Heller, K. H. C. H. Jose Cupertino Hernandez Romero, D. H. A. H. Kyle James Hoffmeyer, Nikisha Holman, Ronald Hooks, Daryl Horton, J. H. Terrence Sean Houston, M. H. William Hummel, Dale Linwood Irwin, Melvin Jackson Jr., Samantha Cookie Tookie James, JJ Amir Nathaniel Jenkins. Let's say it together. Please remember me.
LJ, Janet Jessberger, David Johnson, Sheila Yvonne Johnson, JJ, Raymond Jones Jr., Jessica Lynn Jonek, EK, MK, George Keeley, Christopher Thomas Key Sr., Francis James Kelso, Tammy Lynn Key, James Kinlow, Kenneth Coach, OK, Keith LeBeau, Israel Anthony LeBoy, Patricia Miss Pat Lane, R.L. Donna Langan, Albert William Lukowski, W.L. Howard Lawson, Victoria Vicky Lemos Ramos, T.L. M.L. Jesus Lopez, Suzanne Jesus Lopez, Suzanne Marie Laria, James Lee Lowry, Vernon Luke Lucas, R.L. Terry McDonald, Michael James McCrean, Sr., Louis Mahan, Warnenberg Monson, and Edward Eugene Manigault. Let's say it together. We remember.
Rashawn A. Marcus, J.M. A.M. L.M. Carlos Martinez, Freddie J. Martinez Rivera, Thomas G. Jessic Jr., Andrew James McCon, Janet McCon, Jonathan McCloskey, Christopher M. McDonald Jr., Michael J. Majoyas, Bill McCall, Dennis McCall, Maurice McWilliams, Cleo Joseph Metz Jr., Jason Patrick Mayer, E.M. Raphael Malona, Sandra Malarcy Malona, David Mark Moore, N.M. Daniel Moore, Carlos J. Morales Jr., Juanita Morgan, Raymond L. Morris, Alvin James Morris, Nikia Morris, Tyron Morris, George Morris, H.M., Y.M., Tamia Moore, Isaac Jamal Muhammad, Shane Richard Moore, and Morton Saul Moore. We remember.
Lauren Marissa Myers, B.N., Kenneth Neal, Elizabeth Negron, Jocelyn Newell, Jan Van Yen, T.N., Emily Anya Nicholson, J.N., Alex Norris, James Scott Nowakowski, Dennis Neal Oldham Jr., Michael Mike Oliveri, T.O., Christopher Amelia, Lester L. Owens, J.P., Leroy Palmer, George Joseph Parker, Esquire Larkin Parker, G.P., Jackie Patel, Angela Peck, Fernando Perea, Jamal Phelps, Mark A. Pickron, Tracy Pearson, N.P., William Pope, J.P., Kellyanne Powers, Bonnie Marie Prescott, Lisa Marie Prosca, Pamela Pulley, Anthony Thomas Purnell Jr., Jennifer Lou Rago, A.R. Say it together. We remember.
Alfred Brown, I.R., E.R., Susan Reeder, Roland Rainer Rivas Jr., Donald Rios, Bill Allen Cook, Ricoco III, Keith Rice, Michael Charles Rice, Raphael Holland, Jonathan Rivera, J.R., Nicole Roberts, James R. Roberts, Charles Roberts, Derek Lamont Roberts, R.R., Michael Rogers Orlando Gonzalez Rodriguez, W.R., Fallon Roasty, K.R., Farrell and Andy Roman Colin, F.R., Joe Rosondo, George Rasta, A.R., Stephen G. Roster II, J.R., Sonelli Sanchez, N.S., Daniel James Sawyer, B.S., Charles H. Siskino, Michael Mike Stevens, Sullins, can we say it all together? We remember.
Emil Schwerdman, F.S. Wesley Alexander Scott, B.S. R.S. Danny Sheftel, Teresa Sims, Fraser Lee Singleton, John H. Smalls Jr., Masak O. Smith, A.S. John Smith, Joshua Jerome Smith, Jared Andrew Snyder, Michael Solomon, D.S. Calvin Spears Jr., D.S. Christopher Stewart, William Stokes, John Sylvester, Edwin D. I don't want to butcher this, I'm going to try. Cinevest, Fernando Tavales, Robert Tarniff, Quincy G. Thomas, William A. Thomas, lovingly known as Neighbor, Alexander B. Thomas Jr., Gary Thurston, Algernon Tiller III, Joseph Tisdale, Say Torres Ocasio, Dung B. Tron, Katrina Sarah Troutman, Marcus Lennox Toll, Joseph Tupping, Nakira Turner, and Kristen Urich. Together, we remember.
Guillermo Santos, Bruno Verano, Juan Vargas, TV, Roberto Vasquez Santiago, SV, Joel Vega Manloni, Frank O. Valletta Perez, MW, SW, Cornelius Wallace, Keith Wallace, CW, Robert Walters, Jamil K. Watford, Taya D. Watkins, Millie Watson, Daniel Lee Watson, Clarissa Webb, Lisa Webster, James Edward Weagle Jr., Alan Lee West, Alex West, Jeffrey Whiting, R.W., Alonzo James Williams, Chris Williams, Jeffrey Williams, Naja Williams, Keith Wilson, James Wilson, Richard Wolfram, L.W., Melissa Missy A. Wright, Frederick Wright, R.W., Claire Nolan Zamek, Jimmy, Carlos. And I'm honored to remember the beloved friends of our community, Mike Hinson, Jennifer Bennett, and sadly, those who have experienced homelessness, who have gone tonight unnamed. Say it with me. We remember.
Thank you all for joining together and remembering every single one of those names. That was so powerful. Before we close for the evening, we want to look toward how our city and we as Philadelphians can take action to end homelessness in our city. First, we want to offer a big thank you to Councilmember Garnier and her staff for supporting this event. We are also grateful for the work she is doing as the chair of the Committee of Housing, Neighborhood Development, and Homelessness. And we want to invite her to share about her city's role in ending homelessness.
My battery's about to end. Susanna J. Dodgson, December 21st, 2022.